welcome back to our new skills video. This week we're going to be working on flexibility, so make sure you have some furniture around that you can use while we walk you through this tutorial.
We're going to start off with a warm-up, so we've just got a sped up version of the warm-up that we did, but I'll put a link in the description box down below of our full warm-up and stretch video that you can follow along to. Make sure you're fully warming up your hips, your legs, and of course make sure you actually warm up your body first. So do a bit of a run or a jump or a skip so that your muscles are nice and warm and you're not putting a lot of tension on cold muscles, because that will not only make it more painful but will actually make you less flexible and potentially damage some muscles. So we're going to start off with some split variations. First off, we're just sliding into our normal splits flat on the ground. The next variation that we're going to do is trying to lift our front leg up so it's bent while keeping our hips flat on the ground. You can also lean back while you're doing this. Then we're going to do a lean forward. So normal splits flat on the ground, leaning forward, and of course a lean back as well. And once you've done that on one side, try it on the other side. Now, if you're not flat in your splits, it doesn't matter, you can still do all of these stretches. Just do them to the level that you can hold your splits. Don't forget to hold your middle splits as well, and you can lean forward and back in your middle splits too. Roll-throughs are a really great way of improving your middle splits, so we're going to demonstrate this from the front and the side so you can see what it looks like. As you're rolling through, make sure your hips are staying nice and straight, and the faster you go, the easier it is. This next one is my favourite, and it's called the block stretch. So we're going to get a yoga block, or you can use a stack of books like we've got here. You're going to put them up against a wall and put your knee on the box. Now you're lunging forward just like you would in a floor lunge, keeping your foot directly in line with your knee and keeping your hips really nice and straight. Now this is important. You're going to feel this stretch in your thigh, and if you have tight thighs, this one's going to help you. Next up, we're going to be doing over splits. Now, over splits are one of the fastest ways to get flat in your splits, but you don't want to hold them for too long. So I would recommend either doing maximum 30 seconds holding your over splits and doing a really good hold with nice straight hips and pointed toes, making sure your back leg is nice and straight and trying to push that hip down to the ground. Don't use too much pressure, because obviously the weight of your body is going to be a lot of pressure pushing your splits down. But if 30 seconds is too long for you, I would do it in blocks of 10 seconds. So slide down into your splits for 10 seconds, hold it, come out, have a little rest, and do that again 2 or 3 times. You can also increase or decrease the height of your oversplit box depending on how flexible you are. If you're a beginner, start with 1 or 2 books, and if you're more advanced, increase to 4, maybe even 5 books, and then you can move on to your lounge if that's not high enough. Obviously make sure you do both sides evenly, and of course don't forget to do your middle splits. Our last exercise is wall splits, so I would recommend doing this in a door frame, so you can put one leg up against the wall and then gradually walk your hands up to stretch out your back. This one will be really difficult, so make sure you've got plenty of room around, you're not going to hit anything, and we recommend doing it in a door frame, but you can do it just up against a normal wall as well. There's also a second variation of this where you can start with your back against the door frame and lift your leg up in front of you and then gradually push down into your splits.
Thanks for watching. Remember to keep working on your flexibility at home for when we go back soon, and we'll see you in the studio.
When I'm washed out and fades to blue, my color returns with you.
This tutorial.